It's December 8th, and it's a windy day. It's 35 degrees, and I'm at Hemlock Draw. We were here earlier in the spring, but we're going to check it out now and see what it's different, see what we notice. And first thing I notice is this big bluff at the entryway, right near the entryway. Just a beauty. The fields are all harvested, so there's big open spaces now. You can see into the woods. The trees have lost their leaves. We're going to see what Hemlock Draw is like this time of the year. I'm noticing the different colors here also. Right here, this section is brownish, and over here is grayish. I don't know what that would be, unless it's erosion and things breaking off there, or it could be different chemicals seeping down. Also, before we get to the entryway, I'm noticing this whole group of dead trees here. And bark hanging off. Most of the bark is stripped off of these dead trees. Must be 6, 8, 10 of them, all in this area. What is that about? Boy, lots of questions here already. And we haven't gotten into the Hemlock Draw yet. We are officially in the Hemlock Draw Preserve right now. A nice sign here talking all about it. And I'm just impressed with Sauk County and all the bluffs and the hillsides and the amount of wooded areas. It's just a great county in Wisconsin. Lots of ups and downs and valleys and hillsides here. It's great. There's some logs right here by the entryway. And even though it's December 8th, I'm going to turn it over. Oh, and there's a sign. Let's see what's under the sign. Pets are not allowed. Little holes here. Maybe it's for mice. That would be my guess. But I guess it's just too late in the year for there to be bugs here. It's just too cold. They're either dead, have laid eggs, or hibernating. This is one of those valleys. There's a hillside way in the back, hillsides on two sides here, and I'm in the flat area here. But it's so impressive because you can see through the woods. And it's just these big hills and trees and leaves. I bet if you come here at the right time, maybe dusk or dawn, you can see critters. Squirrels, rabbits, deer, all those crepuscular animals. Oh, I got to use that word. That means they're active at dusk and dawn. This is pretty unique. This big twist of trees here. Some have fallen down, some have been pushed down. It's just kind of impressive at this time of the year, where they're the obvious focus. I think coming here at this time of the year One just expects peace and quiet and beauty. Not a lot of activity. I don't hear any birds. It's a windy day, but not in the woods here. And it's just quiet. As I walk a little further, I come to a similar valley. I'm just going to do a pan here. Bluffs, hills on either side, and a big one in the back. Just open forest. Looks like healthy forest. No buckthorn, no garlic mustard, no honeysuckle. Just native plants, native trees. Just at peace out here. What a great place to preserve. Sometimes something just catches in my eye, and it's this spot of white. Looks like a big fungus that has fallen off detached from this tree. You know, everything is shades of brown and grays here, but then all of a sudden, a white spot. I'm seeing a lot of dead trees and fallen trees. I wonder, is that normal? Is it just the age of this forest? Here's a big one leaning over the trail, and down the trail, one even more horizontal. That one looks like it's begging a 12-year-old to climb on it. And while I'm here, this tree has this big split. This big pulled away area, picked at area, perhaps pileated. That probably makes the most sense. But it certainly looks fresh. And further over, another tree that's been really picked at. It's older though. It's more weathered area. There is activity around here, just not right now. The trail here is not wide, but it's obvious. And from the road it keeps going down. And the bluffs seem to getting higher. We are going to go down to the stream again. Hopefully we'll see some new things there. Or some old things, but in a new light. We're getting near the bottom of the trail here. And so we're starting to see the creek. And I believe it's a branch of Honey Creek. And it's flowing nicely. Little rapids area. And I'm starting to hear it too. Let's go down closer and see what's causing the noise. Here it is. Little ripples over the rocks. Very shallow, rocky dam. The water looks very clear. Nice sound. standing down near the creek, and I think the last time I was here I missed looking up like this to see this edge, the exposed rock here. It's great. And the roots and some ice there. And a big tree that has fallen. It's different this time. I'm not going so fast, I'm just taking my time and observing more. We're down by the creek now, and we can hear the water, and we can see the water flowing under the ice. This is such a great time of the year for something unique like this. Water and ice, solid liquid, and bubbling creeks. If we're going to follow the path, we have to cross here. I came prepared, but I'm hesitant. I've got my water shoes and special socks. These socks are supposed to be made for the winter and be waterproof. All right, here we go. You know, they say flowing water. Well, I don't know if they do say that. It's going to be less than, not below 32. Oh, so far so good. My feet are not freezing yet. All right. Oh, here's some more interesting ice. This is a great picture here, a great scene. These trees going across the creek, the open-faced bluffs here with ice, with icicles up there, and then the big bluff and the open woods. Oh, give me a break. Scenery doesn't get any better than this until we just go a little bit farther, and then maybe it'll be even better. This particular spot seems to have quite a bit of ice. The ice seems to find the spots to where it can grow, where it can start, and where it can keep growing. Be fun to come back here again when it's even colder and see more of the ice. The creek is going underneath. It's narrow here, and the ice in spots is almost formed all the way across. Looks like we're going to have to cross again. My feet are doing okay. The creek takes a turn here and gets a little bit deeper and slower. And I don't know if you can tell, but along the edge here, there's a thin coat of ice. And if we move over here, oh, wait a minute. Look at these great tracks in here. Oh yeah, look at that. Raccoon. Long toes, look at that. Oh, beautiful tracks. And if we look in the water, we can see the bubbles. maybe a quarter of an inch under. So the ice is very thin. Oh, these tracks are great in this moist sand. Look at the nails. Just looking ahead on the creek here, lots of logs that have gone across it, fallen down. But again, there's a big bluff alongside of us here with some great ice. Oh, what a preserve. They say this creates a microclimate down here so that things that are moving and changing and growing different places, following the north, following the cold, can stay here because this creates this climate that keeps pretty consistent, cool enough during the summertime for the plants and the animals that like that coolness to live. The path here now seems to be leading away from the creek, at least for a while. But we still have the bluff on one side and the trees, and we're in the valley here. So quite a good sized bluff there, with all the icicles along the edge. I was focusing on the bridge, looking ahead, but then I stopped and looked around and saw this big rock outcropping. Oh, can't miss that. All right, we're going to take a look at the bridge up here now too. Okay, I was wrong. It's not a bridge. We've got to walk in the water to get over there. And my feet are getting a little chilly, so I can handle it a little while longer yet. We keep having to go down these very steep, like steps almost. We're looking for a good place to go across here. I guess this looks like as good as any. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, it's not bad at all here. There's even some rocks to step on. Good. All right, made it again. Ooh, there's a big area of ice. Look at this valley. Here's the boardwalk that I thought was going to be a bridge. I'm on the pathway, but look at all these downed trees. What is going on? And we're coming to some great outcroppings here too. Another tree here that's been picked on. Maybe by pileators again. Whoa. These are big boulders here. Look at that. What an awesome place. Hey, oh, this has been Hemlock Draw in December. And it is cold out, even though it's only 35 degrees. And I've got a down vest and this heavy coat. There's something about it that feels cold, but it's beautiful out here. And it's so peaceful. And it's just great to see through the woods and the bluffs and the rocks and the hillsides. What a great place to come to. All right, thanks for watching. I just had to get this creek one more time here before we left. In between the hillsides. What a great area of Wisconsin. Hemlock Draw, Honey Creek, Natural Bridge State Park, they're all around this area. This is super scenic and important environments to maintain, to preserve. One last look at the creek. We have to cross one last time. And my hands and my feet are starting to get cold. So here we go. These shoes are made for walking in the water. And that's what we're doing. It's cold. Saying goodbye to the creek, going up through the path now. This tree and its roots just caught my eye. Look at that. How can that hang on? And look at these other ones. All the mosses. Just beautiful. And wonders of nature.